happened to shit? Shit's down to 90%. What the hell, man? I leave for 1 year, and I'm wrecked. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Guys, this is not a bearish fingers today. This is, hopefully, you know, wouldn't it be crazy if this is, maybe we can bet the last time we play fingers? Maybe, could it be the last time that we play fingers? I don't know. I don't think so. But, you know, we gotta play it one more time just in case. I'm sort of kidding, guys. I'm kidding. We're not gonna go that far. What's going on, fellas? Welcome to Thursday stream. Bob was in the pregame lobby. He left us and started Bob's Burgers. If you didn't know why he was gone, but let's go, man. We're gonna talk a little bit today about you know, why Bitcoin, you know, continues to trend up despite, you know, the popular narrative kind of being the opposite, and stocks moving down, and Bitcoin still continuing to hold. And actually not just hold, but continue to make higher highs and higher lows, despite the fact that the stock market continues down. And we're going to talk about that today. And why, you know, for multiple different reasons, you know, and it's absolutely fantastic. And why I think most people are going to be caught off sides. And there's two reasons why most people will be caught off sides. Not just because Bitcoin moving up, not just because of that, but maybe they're in the wrong asset, right? And we'll talk about that a little bit today. What's going on, Jimmy with the stimmy? Jimmy with the stimmy. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Raul, Philip, a new song for the bull market, please. Well, I decided, you know, I'm gonna start playing this when we're getting a pump. Now, you guys let me know. How hype would it be? Bitcoin's pumping, and we start playing this, okay? You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Let's go. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. But we need Bitcoin to pump first. We need Bitcoin to pump first. We need Bitcoin to get a pump first, and then we can play that song. I love that song, man. Every time Bitcoin gets a pump, I put that song on, and it gets me pumped. It gets me pumped every time, and I feel like it's going to be a great addition. But we need to wait until we get a pump. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Hollow Man? Trevor, What's up? What's up? Not aware. What's going on, man? Matt said, he said, bro, don't use it yet. We ain't gonna use it yet. We ain't gonna use it yet. We're gonna wait till we get a pump. I had to give you a preview. That is the only real pump song. It is. You cannot listen to that song and not get hyped. Like, even if Bitcoin's dumping, you get hyped. Listen to that song. You can't not get hyped, man. Now I'm about to get destroyed. Now we're gonna get dumped. Anyways. Sounds like butthole. Well, you didn't listen to the whole song. Trust me. If prices are moving up and you hear that song, you're gonna get hyped. I'm telling you right now. That wasn't the full song, okay? What's going on, Nicholas? Good to see you. Good to see you. Crypto Chris. Let's see, man. Maybe that's what people were telling me yesterday. We'll see if that's the case, my friend. Maybe we get a $200 dump tomorrow, and then the bears can start jerking off. And maybe that happens. But I'll still think that Bitcoin at this point, like I said, I think the pump on Monday really made people shit their pants, right? And I think this wick is going to throw a lot of people off into thinking that this is a bearish wick. When in my opinion, I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin take most of this wick by the end of the week. And actually for the weekly close to actually not really have a wick. I would not be surprised whatsoever. And that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people crap their pants on this pump, and that's why you're seeing Bitcoin trend up, right? Despite the fact that, the daily candle the other day looks pretty bad, right? So I think we're going to continue to do that, man. What's up, Kakulis? Blurring said, anyone notice the last 10 trading days, the S&P and Bitcoin have 100% inverse correlation on the daily? I have seen stuff like that. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and start talking about inverse correlation, okay? Because if we start doing that, then we start sounding like a freaking imbecile, right? Oh my freaking God, here we go. Here's the Bitcoin, fellas. Start talking about decorrelation. Every time they talk about decorrelation, Bitcoin dumps. All right? Bitcoin, maxis. We are not decorrelated from the stock market. Get it through your freaking head. All right? As soon as you start saying that, we're going to dump. Don't say decorrelation or it's over. It's literally over. Savvy will be right. And we're doomed. All right? We're doomed. No, I don't want to call for decorrelation because that's never been really true in the past, right? It can be true for a few weeks, but not like in the general trend. So, but I have noticed that, and it's been like that for a while. I've noticed that ever since like BlackRock said that they're getting into crypto and and Mr. Fink has stated that he loves Bitcoin and he thinks the reason why Bitcoin's moving up is because it's a flight to quality, right? And I will continue to understate this, right? The halving is 6 months away, okay? The Bitcoin ETF deadline is in January. Who the fuck is selling their BTC at this point? Okay, if you're a trader, okay, maybe you're gonna sell at 29 and try to buy at 27. Okay, but anyone who's stacking for the bull market, who the frick is selling their Bitcoin right freaking now, right? And I could totally be wrong about that. I just don't see it when you have all these big players looking to enter the space, especially that too. If you didn't have that, okay, maybe. I just don't, from a psychological perspective, I think this big pump that we had to 30K on Monday scared a lot of sideliners. It scared a lot of people in altcoins, right? So I think what we're seeing, and you've seen it this week, Bitcoin dominance pumping to the upside like crazy. Bitcoin dominance only at 52.2% now, right? You're seeing a lot of people sell their altcoins into Bitcoin, not wanting to miss the ETF pump. And I'll continue to say this. We don't need new money for Bitcoin to go up. You can just have people selling their altcoins into Bitcoin and have Bitcoin go up, And that's what we've seen really this week. And I say this, I think it's going to continue to be a slow grind up for Bitcoin. It's not going to be this big, massive green candle. I think it's just going to be a slow grind to the upside as people slowly start to capitulate out of altcoins into Bitcoin. And, right, people who are sidelined shit their pants and slowly start to enter Bitcoin, right? And that's my thought process. It's not really about the TA. I think the TA is the TA. Okay, you look at the chart. Okay, You know, Bitcoin's above the 200-day moving average. Historically, when Bitcoin's above the 200-day moving average, it's bullish. You know what I'm saying? It ain't bearish above the 200-day. You know, I mean, we can go back and look at, you know, the 200-day and, you know, look at some of the times that we found resistance on it the whole bear market, right? It was resistance here. Once you found resistance here, you got sent back to the shadow realm. And then you got back above it. You held it as support. We obviously got a big upside move, right? We fell back below it. What did we do? We found resistance on it once. We found resistance on it twice. What did we just do the other day? We got back above the 200-day. We pulled back for 2 days. We tested the 200-day, and we held it as support, right? So the old me would say, you know, the old dorky me, because I'm a dork. Let's be honest, man. I'm a dork, you know, and we're all dorks. But, you know, the dorky me would say, hold on, I need to get the no beard. Hold up. The no beard. The dorky me would come in and say, hold on. Guys, we are so bullish. We're going to bring back 2020 me. Guys, I am so bullish right now. Guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about why I am so bullish on Bitcoin because it flipped resistance into support, guys. So right now, we can clearly see that Bitcoin has flipped resistance at the 28K level into support. You can also see the 200-day moving average is acting as support, guys. Okay, so this is extremely bullish right now, guys. Okay, so I think we're about to see a pump to 32K for Bitcoin. Go back and watch my first videos. It's funny, man. It's funny. Guys, in today's video. Oh, what a dork. Huh? What? Oh, and let's jump on today's video. I was such a dork, man. I'm still a dork. But, you know, you got to accept being a dork. I feel like you're a dork until if you accept that you're a dork, you're not a dork anymore. Like, you can be a dork, but if you accept that you're a dork, you ain't a dork. You're only a dork if you're a dork, but you don't accept you're a dork. If that makes sense. I know I'm a dork, and it's cool. It's cool, man. You just accept that you're a dork. I like this Jordan better. Judge, please don't. You don't like that one. You don't like that one, bro. I'm basically like Crypto Rover, and you don't want me to be like Crypto Rover, man. No, but anyways, I mean, we can look at the charts and you know, the charts are the charts. And actually, Mike Hafrika said this in the beginning of the stream today. Is, you know, I think if I remember correctly, Mike Hafrika, okay, one of the best people in the chat. He's awesome, man. He watches the stream every single day. I appreciate him for being in here. But he said it best. He said, you know, is it not even about the TA at this point? Is it just people, the closer we get to some of these bigger things, right? Isn't it more likely, because everyone thinks it's going to be like a sell the news event, right? But typically, what do you do on sell the news events? What do? You price it in beforehand, right? So if we're 6 months into the halving, right? We are, I think January is that first sort of deadline for the ETF, and that's why everyone thinks it's going to be approved in January. Well, then you got to think those things get sort of priced into the market ahead of time, right? If everyone knows those are coming, you price those in. It's not like you get to the halving and everyone goes, now I'm bullish. No, people buy before pricing it in, right? So that's sort of my thought process here. And I want to make this clear. Just because I'm bullish on Bitcoin does not mean I'm bullish on the altcoin market. And once again, those are two different things, guys. Separate Bitcoin and altcoins. Completely different things. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin 28,688, guys. I want to play a pump song so freaking bad, man. So freaking bad. Franco said, Jordan loving snapback caps turned backwards to give false impression hairline is perfect. No, it's because I need a haircut. I'm just lazy to get one. That's what it comes down to. If I ever start wearing hats every day, it's because I need a haircut and I'm just way too lazy to go get a haircut. You know, like when I'm not doing anything, I just don't want to do anything. You know, I don't want to go get a haircut. You know, but I do need a haircut, man. It's bad. It is bad, man. I do need a haircut, man. play it. Oh, someone is getting arrested again, guys. Someone's getting arrested again. Dream Tank said, "I am banned. We're all banned." Well, that is true. That is true. Let's see. Who else are we in here? If you don't love yourself, no one else will either. Exactly. You have to love yourself. You have to accept yourself for your faults, right? And just accept who you are. I think that is very, very true. Very, very true. That's Bob getting arrested. He probably is. He probably is. You know? He probably is. Should we give him a quick call, guys? Bob, what's going on, bro? Hold on, I can't hear you. Let me go over here to get better cell service.
Man, this is freaking bullshit. They're pulling me over right now. Can you believe it? This guy, he friggin' long ship, so he's in a bad mood. And I told him, bro, listen, I own ship too. We're in this together. And you know, he wants to take his anger out on me, just like everyone on Twitter. You know, it's bullshit, man. Just because he owns ship and it dumps, he wants to blame me. He needs to make his own friggin' decisions. Like I eat meatloaf, you know, and I'm overweight. I accept it. You know, I accept I'm overweight. He needs to accept it's his own fault for buying friggin' ship, you know?
Oh, man. Let's go, baby. Anyways. All right, Bob. Just don't worry about it. Just tell him you bought Doge. Tell him you bought Doge, and maybe he'll feel less bad for you. Or feel more bad for you because you bought Doge. Or tell me about Cadena. If you tell him you bought Cadena, he's got to feel bad for you, bro. He's got to feel bad for you, bro. Just tell him you bought Cadena, and he can't be mad at you. All right, see it. All right, he's gonna tell the cop that he bought Cadena, and and then the cop will feel bad for him. All right, let's go, man. Let's go, man.
When we slow down and get bored,
let's go, man.
Checking out AT&T stock. It made a mix move based on news play.
Bob's getting arrested. Marks the ship low.
BTC.
Ship's still got a little lower, I think. I'll show you why. It's not just because I'm spitting shit on my ass. I'll show you why I think ship's gonna go lower. Kennedy said, when we slow down and get bored, do you mind checking out AT&T stock? It made a nice move based on news play. Gonna DCA these alts down 50% Bitcoin, 25. I love it, man. I love the 50% Bitcoin portfolio. I would like it even better if it was a 75% Bitcoin portfolio. But the 50, that's a good start. It's a good start. You know, I like it. I like it, man. I like it. Mr. Hart's like number 79. That's bullish. Yesterday, I think we had the highest likes on a stream in a long time. Why? Because I'm bullish. That's why. You know, so could we get over 200 likes today? I don't know, man. I think that we can. It's just a matter of, you know, how bullish I am. You know, that's how it is. I noticed that the like count is basically how bullish am I that day. You know, there's a direct correlation to likes and subscribers to how bullish you are. It's so true. Anyways, XRP. Let's talk a little XRP. So XRP got another good news story. Now, XRP, you know, I'm seeing the videos again, guys. Be careful with these because the last 2 times XRP got these big news things, okay, they instantly sold off, okay, and they just basically trapped people. So be careful because I'm starting to hear the XRP influencers getting ridiculous again. I saw one on Twitter today, man. all you sideliners on XRP. XRP's about to blast off to $50. You're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. $50 XRP, guys. It's coming. All the banks are using XRP. Okay? All of them. All of them. You can see it in the price action. They're all using it. You know, I'm starting to see it. Now, that doesn't mean, okay, it's all doom and gloom. I think there's a way you can get bullish on XRP, right? And we talked about this the other day. There's 2 ways that get bullish. Either it comes all the way back down here, then I'll get bullish, or it pumps back above the bull market support band, and we hold above the highs, right? And then we can play this, right? I think those are the two ways that I look and I say, okay, I can get bullish here. I can't get bullish here yet because we've seen two of these things where this pumps up into resistance and dumps back down, you know. So just be careful on that. But
Love
good
you,
news on
Bob.
XRP.
Heart.
Good news on XRP, and you know, it's good shit. Good shit, man. Walmart accepts XRP. Yeah, remember Walmart accepts Litecoin? Remember that? That was crazy, man. Litecoin pumped like to the moon because of that, and then it just dumped right back down. That was brutal, bro. Mike said, "I'm spending $5 to remind you to set your fantasy football lineup for once." Oh, I looked at it today. I did. It's bullish. I actually looked at my fantasy football lineup today. I did. So, Mike, you don't need to remind me. I'm pretty sure I already have it set up. All right, I did it today. Right, I literally did it today. You know. Let's see. Walmart to accept Doge. Yes. Drunk Bear, what's up, brother? I love when Drunk Bear is in here, man. Good to see you, man. You know, I'm shocked. I mean, does anyone else feel the same way I do? Is it just weird? Does anyone else have like a weird little vibe going on? You know, this price action here for Bitcoin, and I could totally be wrong. It seems like another one of those price actions where this shit's getting walked up. And you know, I don't know. Someone's bidding here, man. Someone's bidding this shit here. And the slowness, you know, the almost the disbelief, I think, is not to us.
I'm spending $5
okay,
to
I think
remind
anyone
you
who's
to
still
set
here
your
in
fantasy
crypto
football lineup for
knows.
once SMH.
I think shout out to Mike's, and I saw Crypto Shock. Who was it? Hold on. I think it was Crypto Shock. Crypto Shock sent a super chat at the beginning of the stream. I saw that, brother. I appreciate that. That was the Bring Back Bob fund. Unfortunately, it's not up to me if we bring back Bob. I would love to bring back Bob, but we'll have more guest appearances. Where we'll at least have him. We'll give him a call sometimes. You know, kind of like Java. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. They gotta twop it up. Yeah, dude. I think we're back to the twop. We're back to the twappy twop action, where every single time you think it's gonna dump, it just gets twopped up. Every time. Oh, did you guys see they minted $1 billion worth of Tether today? So it never fails, man. It's like we're like the U.S. economy. We just print money when we're in trouble. They minted another 1 billion of USDT today. So, Beras, you better hope they don't put that to work, because if they do, you guys are effed. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that 1 billion of USDT. They're just gonna twop it up, man. Real shit. Like when Jordan starts getting bored, this is the time to ask for tokens. You know, this. I'm not bored yet, actually. I could talk about Bitcoin all day right now. I think it's kind of like how it was down here, right? Like, remember, like, you look at the stair step, right? It's just a stair step of a move to the upside, right? It almost reminds me of this price action, right? This price action where we just kind of got stair stepped down, right? We kind of get stair stepped down, and also, you know, this where we're just kind of like moseying our way down, right? And then boom, you know, where it's just that stair step into the inevitable move, like someone's twopping this up. I don't know, man. It's more of like the support and the resistance flipping. It's kind of like when we were right here, right? We got the big pump up, we got the rejection, right? We pulled back. We said, okay, Bitcoin's looking kind of constructive right here, man. We're holding out right here. You gotta like the Bitcoin price action. It's looking kind of constructive right here. And then boom, right? And then we come back down. We hold the next resistance as support, right? Bitcoin's still holding this, looking not too shabby right here. And it's like the what do they call it? The climbing the wall of worry. I think that's what they call it. The climbing the wall of worry, almost, you know. And you know, it's not giving you those big moves where it's getting people euphoric, right? It's keeping them in disbelief. Like every time we get one of these little pullbacks, it's the end of the world, right? We get a pullback, it's the end of the world. We get a pullback, it's the end of the world. It's not letting people get pumped. But all of a sudden, you blink, we get one more move up, we're at 30K, right? And it doesn't even seem like that's the case, right? It seems like you're not going anywhere, but all of a sudden, we're back at the range highs. You know, so that's what it feels like to me right now. It's just climbing the wall of worry, almost, you know? Let's see. Brad Garlic Bread. Oh my God. What is going on? You guys are crazy today. You guys are crazy today, man. You guys are crazy. JP said, I'm spending $2 to remind you. Well, you said 5, JJ. You said 5, JJ. So you spent more than 2. What's Hoff's favorite comedy? I gotta watch Chips. Dude, you know, I can't watch movies by myself, guys. I don't have the patience. One thing you gotta realize about me, I have the attention span of a turtle. Okay? I don't even know if turtles have low attention spans, but I have attention span of a turtle. I cannot watch a movie by myself. Okay? I need to watch a movie with someone. So the problem is with me, I can't sit down for 2 seconds and not do anything, guys. Like, I always need to be doing something. I have a problem. It's a good thing and a bad thing.
He won't stop talking about it. Also,
it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Natives FTW.
Okay? I can never just relax. Does anyone else have that problem where they can't just sit and relax? They always have to be doing something? That's me. Okay? I never can sit and relax. I hate sitting. Except when I'm talking to you guys. I hate sitting. You know, so I can't just sit down and watch a movie by myself, or else I just get so freaking bored. You know, but if I'm with someone, I can watch a damn movie. So my problem is, I don't think Maya's gonna want to watch Chips. So how do I convince Maya to watch Chips with me? Because that's the only way it's gonna happen. I ain't just gonna put on Chips and watch it by myself. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. F your Ada natives. JJ said he won't stop talking about it. Also, Ada natives. Listen, I told you I was gonna buy $1 of Ada native. You need to tell me which one to put $1 in. I want my $1 to be 20. I want my $1 that I put in Ada native at the end of the bull run to buy me a steak. That's my goal. If that $1 can turn into a $50 and buy me a steak, I consider that a win with Ada native. You know? How do I convince her to watch it? That is my issue. That is my issue. Tell her you're watching 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, she'll know. She'll know right away we're not watching 90 Day Fiancé. She loves that show. She wants to watch it today after the stream. Oh Lord. Put the DVD in the notebook box. Oh God. All right. Anyways, what am I doing here? XRP's actually continuing to move up 6%. Just be careful that this zone, like 54, 55 cents is where XRP has had a little trouble here. So I think, this could squeeze a little bit higher. I actually think XRP is probably going to squeeze up to like 55, 54, 55, 56 cents, right into this box right here. 55, 56 cents. And then that's where we're going to say, okay, if it flips that box, you got to be bullish on XRP. If it doesn't, you're just going into resistance. Kind of like the last time. Remember the last time XRP had some bullish news and it pumped into the box and it was resistance? That's kind of the same thing there. So that's XRP. Nothing else crazy moving today. Solana's been a beast, right? And I didn't add Solana in my altcoins that have been very, very good, right? At least since December. Really, it's been 3 major ones. I think you got to put Solana in there. Solana's been a freaking beast, okay? Solana could be that coin, that most hated rally coin next bull run. That was a Cardano last time. Solana could be that one this next time, okay? Solana, Kaspa, and INJ. Those two are freaking beasts, right? Those two, even the Bitcoin pairs, are very, very, very good with Solana, Kaspa, and INJ. Everything else kind of looks like crap still, but those three, very, very good for the last year. Solana, right into resistance though, right? Again, you're into resistance. You haven't broken out yet, but you're right there, right? With the higher lows, same resistance structure. Kind of reminds me of Ethereum a little bit, actually, before Ethereum started to move down. But that's besides the point. We're going to see if this can break into resistance. But you're right into resistance, so just understand you're in resistance, and you know that's what it is. But Sol has been freaking killing it, man. Killing it, man. Clint, are you really heavy into ADA natives? I wouldn't have guessed. Clint is heavy into ADA natives? I love it. I love it, man. That is the peak DJ Clint. He owns Bitcoin, Tesla, and ADA natives.
It'll moon.
That's like the most random
like
thing.
$40,000 in ADA natives.
That is
He's
the most
being
random thing you
bashful.
could have.
Tell the significant
It
other
is,
that
it is,
Chips
it
is
is.
a romantic comedy.
One week after BTC ETFs approved, what's the price of Bitcoin? 1 week after? Well, the ETF could be a buy the rumor, sell the news. You know, like you could go up into the ETF approval, this is what I think is going to happen. This is my best guess. I think we go up into the approval, right? It's not going to be a big pump. I think it's going to be a slow grind. And that's what's really going to catch people off guard, because everyone's looking to buy the damn dip, right? Who in here? Guys, let me know in the chat. Who in here is looking to buy Bitcoin's dip? I bet everyone in the damn chat is looking to buy Bitcoin's dip, okay? Including myself. I actually would love if Bitcoin got a dip. Everyone and their mother looking to buy Bitcoin's dip, right? The dip of all dips. This might be a little aggressive, right? I mean, let's do something like this. But I think we sort of grind up, right, into the ETF approval, right? With slow moves. You're going to get a little pump and then a pullback. A little bit of pump, a little pullback. Kind of like how we've done since September, right? A move up, pullback, move up, pullback, move up, pullback. And then we got to get the approval. I think we get an initial big pump, right? Prices, who knows, right? Who knows prices? And then I think we get a big pump, and then we actually sell off. We sell off because I think a lot of the ETF will be priced in beforehand, right? What do I mean by that? A lot of people who are looking to buy, basically Monday, right? We got the big pump because people are offsides. I think a lot of those people who weren't in on Monday are actually buying now, right? So what that's gonna do is gonna take less buying power when that actually happens, you know. But I think we sort of grind up until that, and we kind of do our thing, you know. Mr. F, so nope, I'm buying at 30K. I don't trust it lower. You're buying at 30K? I love it. I love it, Mr. Murph. You man. What kind of dip we talking about? We're talking about ranch. Ranch dip. Actually, ranch is the most overrated dip. Let me tell you this. Ranch is the most overrated dip of all dips. Okay? If you pick ranch at the grocery store, out of all the sauces, you're a serial killer. I swear. Ranch is overrated. I'll say it again. You can disagree, but it is what it is. Actually, I want to look at this today. Take a look at the 50 moving averages, guys. We haven't looked at this in a while, and that's my fault. You guys know I love the 50 moving average band. The 20 band is good too, but the 50 band it tells you a lot about Bitcoin, right? Basically, what is it? It's the 50-week EMA and the 50-week SMA, right? And I like to use this of you know, and I guess, you know, I look at this, right? And we've looked at this before too, where historically speaking, right? When Bitcoin gets back above the 50 SMA, right? The 50 band, right? In all cycles, we look at 2011 cycle, we get above, right? Any pullback into the band is worth buying, right? So any pullback that you bought here, right? Even though you went a little bit lower than the band, was a significant buy, right? Going forward, right? So you got back above the band, any pullback into the band was a buy. You buy under the band after getting back above, right? Clear. I mean, you can't argue it. You get below, get back above. Even though you went slightly below, that was a generational buy. You can't argue that, right? In the next cycle, bear market where you went below the 50 band. Once we got back above, you wanted to buy any dip into the band, right? So you wanted to buy the dip here. You wanted to buy the dip here. Those are the only two you got. You wanted to buy the dip into the damn 50 band. You did not, and if it went lower, cool, you buy more. Because once you get back above, that's a sign that you're in the full first stages of the bull, right? We know that. We know Bitcoin. I mean, you can argue it all you want. Bitcoin's in the first stage of the bull market right now. Bitcoin, right? Once you get back above the bull, you buy the bull. You buy the band, bro. Right? So then we go back to 2019. You're below the band, right? You drop below it here. Once you get back above the band, which is right here, you buy any dip at the band or below the damn band, right? So you bought it here. That was a fantastic buy. You bought it right here, 7,200-ish. You went slightly below the band. Fantastic buy. Yes, you had the COVID crash. I understand that. But anything below the COVID crash was a fantastic buy. And you only were down there for a few weeks before getting back above the band. Right? So I look at it now, right? And we go look at where the band is, right? And all the cycles, you want to buy dips into the damn band. Whether you're bullish or bearish on Bitcoin, right? You could think it's going to 20K, but you still want to buy the damn dip into the band. Right? Where's the band right now? Between 25,000 and 27,000. That's where the 50 band is, right? So the way I look at it is we're above the band. Like we had the bear market. We got back above the band. You want to buy any dip into the band, right? How's it worked so far? This was a fantastic buy in the band. This was a fantastic buy in the band. If you bought into the band, you would be killing it right now. So honestly, I love if Bitcoin got to move back below 27K. I would love that. And if it happens, cool. That's cool. The way I'm looking at it, any dip into the band or below the damn band, you buy that damn dip based off history, right? So that's the way I'm looking at it right now. Is like, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, but I also know Bitcoin can do whatever it frickin' wants to do. COVID in March of 2020. So any dip below the band, that is a generational buy based off history. That's why I'm keeping some cash on the sidelines just in case, because it's only happened twice in history. And that was the COVID crash, which if you bought anything during the COVID crash, you made out like a bandit, right? So that's that. Anyways, so just buy at any time. Gonna go up. Not every time. You don't want to buy in the bear market, the 1 year bear market year. But really, I mean, if you buy Bitcoin any time other than the 1 year bear market year, you do very, very well. You know, buy the damn band. Buy the damn band. Come on, man. What's going on, Mike? Can we discuss how fast food drive-thrus? But anyways, yes, we could talk about fast food drive-thrus are starting to charge for extra sauces. Of course they are. Of course they are. Guys, the sign of the bad times, and this is my opinion, guys, right? And once again, the markets are different than the economy. You've seen that this year. Markets have gone up despite the economy. You know, I think people with money are fine, but the poor people are getting fried right now. And that's why you see credit card debt at all-time highs, auto loan delinquencies, all-time highs. We don't, not say we, but the poor people are getting crushed right now. We just don't see that because you're kind of in their bubble. But the sign of those times were to me, it's the McDonald's prices right now, right? McDonald's used to be the cheap place. Like, you want to go get 10 items for $10, you're going to McDonald's, bro. You want to binge eat? McDonald's. Now, bro, you want to get that same amount of food at McDubs that you did 5-10 years ago? Bro, you're paying $50. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest sign. So, of course, they're going to start charging for sauces. Right? They used to pack the bag with sauces, no extra charge. You want 10 barbecue sauces? They're throwing in the bag. They don't give a shit. They're making money. I'm not be surprised. They probably charge 25 cents a sauce, I'm going to assume. If it's any more than that, that ain't good. And I think that's why, it's funny because you can see it in the stock prices too, right? I think a lot of people agree. You go look at McDonald's stock, right? And I know we don't talk about stocks, but you know, you go look at McDonald's stock, which I think kind of tells the story too, is like, hold on, let me bring up McDubs, right? It's one of the bigger drops on McDubs in its history, right? I mean, that's it doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, a 17% move down on McDonald's stock is a big move, right? Pretty big. You get a little recovery here too, which is good, but crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Just eat gas station hot dogs. You could eat the gas station hot dogs. Sometimes I get the pizza from 7-Eleven. It's underrated. Actually, that pizza is crap. That pizza is crap. I was gonna say it's underrated, but I can't even lie. It's that pizza is trash, man. Absolute trash. In Europe, sauce 70 cents. They charge 70 cents per that little cup of sauce. Bro, that sauce is good for like 3 nuggets. That's bullshit. That sauce it ain't even enough for 3 damn nuggets, man. I can fit all that sauce on 1 nugget if I wanted to. That's some bullshit, man. Hello? Yes, can I get a 20-piece McNugget? Yes, a 20-piece McNugget. Oh, it only come with 1 sauce. Well, okay. Can I get 5 extra barbecue sauces? Wait, you're telling me 5 extra bucks? The whole nugget costs $5. $5 for 5 cups of sauce? This is some friggin' bullshit. This is manipulation by fast food to take advantage of poor. Friggin' Christ, man. Not only crypto scam, but McDonald's too. What am I supposed to do? I cannot trust anyone. Bullshit, man. You charge 75 cents for a cup. This is some crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. It comes with 3. Does it? The 20 piece comes with 3? Interesting. Let's see. Inflation hitting horse guy. It is, man. It is. 3 Cokes with a 20-piece nugget. You should get, I think you should get 3 Cokes for a 20-piece nugget. I think you should. Anyways, Bitcoin, if we zoom in a little bit. Oh, we got a meme symmetrical triangle, fellas. I love when we get the meme symmetrical triangles. Those are the best. Guys, we have a meme symmetrical triangle. It could break up or it could break down. I am TA expert. We draw a symmetrical triangle. And we say could go up, could go down. Target high here. Target low here. I am TA expert. I'm kidding. I'm not really kidding. But yeah, man, we got the 2 more weeks, Drew. 2 more weeks. What is Drew saying? Bath, when moon? This is ridiculous, man. No, if we go look at a lot of people are shitting their pants with stocks. I guess what have been the stocks that have led all year, right? The stocks that have been leading all year have been tech stocks, right? I think when and that's why I gotta look at, if I'm gonna look at the stock, like if I'm gonna look at the S&P or the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones or the Russell, which one am I gonna listen to tell me if they're all gonna go higher? I'm gonna look at the NASDAQ. Why? Because tech stocks have been like the only ones that have been doing good this year. Everything else has gotten slaughtered, right? So I'm gonna look at the NASDAQ. The way I'm looking at the NASDAQ, I think we're just kind of consolidating in a little bit of a, you call it a meme flag or a falling wedge or whatever you want to call it, right? And we're consolidating above the bull market support band, right? We actually closed right at the 20 week. Right at the 20 week this week. Let me actually bring up the 50. 50's all the way down here, right? So like, to me, and we've looked at this before, right? Have we not looked at this before, guys? I think that this is something we haven't talked about in a while. And I've said this before, don't get overly bearish, right? Don't turn into a perma bear, don't turn into a perma bull. We've talked about this before. When stocks drop below the 50 band, when they get back above, they have gone on to make new highs before dropping below the band again, right? So even though we're getting a pullback, and it's a slow, methodical pullback, it's actually kind of nice because it's resetting everything very, very nicely. We've talked about this. We got back above the 50 band. You gotta be looking for highs before breaking the 50 band. Doesn't mean you can't go lower, but I wouldn't expect the 50 band to be broken until we break the highs, right, on the NASDAQ, right? We've looked at this before. Like, if we go back to some of the bigger bear markets, right, like 2008, right? We below the band, we get back above the band, we slowly, methodically move up, we pull back to the band, kind of like what we're doing now, actually. We eventually gone on to make highs. It's a slow process, right? A lot of the times when you do this. 2000, right? We've talked about we broke about below the band. We were below it the whole time. Once we got back above, it was a slow grind, very, very slow grind, back up to highs eventually, right? Or at least this was the NASDAQ. It's the NASDAQ at the big tech bubble, but ultimately we made our way back up, right? So I think you gotta don't get too perma-bearish, right? I think we're just consolidating here. And ultimately we're still gonna move up higher, which we know we need the stock markets to get the highs, and then we need Bitcoin to get to highs. Once we get those two things, that's when the altcoins start to move. But we need, number one, stocks to move to highs. Number two, Bitcoin to move to highs. Number three, then altcoins move to highs. And I think we're pretty close to number one, right? Stocks are only like a little bit lower now. I think they're closer to 10% from highs, but which is almost nothing. You know, Jordan said, Clint said, Bass said, Tesla is the new Bitcoin. Oh my God, that is a freaking cluster F of words, man. You know. Let's see. I just had McDubs, 10-piece McNuggets, two cheeseburgers, 2 Big Macs, 4 small fries with tip, like $39. I used one. Wait, hold on. You got 10-piece McNuggets, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 Big Macs, and 4 small fries with tip, like $39. I used 1 sauce packet of ranch for all 10 nuggets. How did you use 1 ranch for 10 nuggets? What are you, a psychopath? What are you putting 1 drip on each nugget? What the heck? Clint, is that all for you? That sounds like you guys are making fun of that. That sounds like a meal I used to get. I used to go off at McDubs sometimes when I was hammered, you know, but those were back in the day. I don't do that anymore. Now I just eat a whole pizza instead. Jern said, Drew said, Clint said. No, actually, Clint is very much in shape. Clint, he mows his lawn all freaking day. So obviously he's in shape. Haven't you seen the guy? He is jacked. He beats his son in arm wrestling. He's freaking jacked, man. That's the family of 4 meal. Ah, that's some weak sauce, man. Skipped over the McDubs combo. Anyway, guys, the meme symmetrical triangle is here, guys. We're actually getting a bounce off the support of the meme symmetrical triangle. So the meme symmetrical triangle is working for support resistance, which is nice. Which way will it break? Go to Vegas and play red or black. There you go. He fixes every family member's car. Yeah, he fixes every family member's car. He mows his lawn. He's in shape, man. Don't say anything else to Clinty, okay? Thoughts on Gala? My thoughts on Gala. Well, I'll sing it up in one song for you.
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your
You know, but don't take an offense to Gala. It's not really an offense to Gala. It's just the market cycle, man. It's the market cycle, man. Just accept it. Stop fighting it. We fight it every day. We fight it every day. Anyways. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Gala is a generational buy right now. It could be. It could be. You know, but you know, we could say that about anything. You know what I mean? Like, why can't I think we just say Bitcoin's a generational buy. Bitcoin is a generational buy. Do you hear BlackRock talking about Gala? I don't hear BlackRock talking about Gala. I don't hear Valkyrie talking about Gala. I don't hear really anyone talking about Gala. You know? I just don't. No, no. In all seriousness, the two CEOs of Gala are literally feuding, which ain't good. I mean, listen, you don't really need to own, like, the thing about the gaming crypto space is you don't really need to own a specific one. Like, you can own any gaming crypto and they're all gonna pump together. If you go back to the last bull market, literally all the gaming cryptos mooned at the exact same time and they all did it together, right? It didn't matter what it was. It could have been Poop Inu that basically had poop NFTs. They went to the moon. Like, it's not, you don't need, I would avoid the one that has the two CEOs feuding and just get something else where the two CEOs aren't feuding at each other. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to miss out on anything. Just buy something else. Like, I always bring up Vulcan Forge. Just buy a Vulcan Forged or freaking Veracity or any type of gaming crypto that it, like, they're all gonna go up together if there's anything bullish with gaming, right? That's just how crypto works. Like, you don't need to pin the exact one. You just need to be in the narrative. Like, a perfect thing was the AI cryptos. Remember when all the AI cryptos were going off at the beginning of this year? They all went off. It's not because any of them did anything bullish. They just all went off because they were AI cryptos, right? Let's see. PYR to the moon. It's coming down to my box again. I'm pretty excited, Denise. I am pretty excited for the potential buy here for PYR. I've been very, very patient to wait for this thing to come back down, and it's back into the box. Now, what do I want to see? I'd prefer to see something like this because we got one low, two lows, right? So we got equal lows. I'd love to take out the equal lows. You'll see so many charts like this in crypto right now in the altcoins as they got a lot of these equal lows from July and December. I'd love to take those out, right? Get that final, like, get the people holding on a string to capitulate here. You go slightly lower, everyone thinks it's going to go significantly lower. You get back in, right? You buy it, you play it up. This is what we did with Chainlink. This is what we did with SHIB. This is what we did with Bitcoin Cash, right? I'd love to see something like this, but we've made it back down to the bottom of the range. Now I'd just love to take out the lows, and then you have the classic Wyckoff. We haven't had a lot of Wyckoffs in crypto lately, you know, but we're almost there. Patience. Wait for my target. One of my biggest problems is I want to get in on the ones I want so bad. Sometimes I don't have the patience to wait, even though, like, I could be pretty confident that a level's coming. I don't have the patience to wait. I just want to buy it now, you know. But I've been very, very patient, and I've waited, and it's made its way back down. Now let's take out those lows, and if it doesn't, well, that's okay. You know, I mean, if it just pumps from here, you know, I mean, it is what it is. You probably could scale in here, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, Will you love mana again one day? I will. Actually, I actually like sand better than mana. Not once again. They're both gonna pump. Like if you like sand or mana, they're both gonna do this probably relatively the same. But I actually like sand a little bit better than mana. And I actually have it on my chart too. I'll show you my chart, man. I'll show you my chart on sand. I've had this chart for months actually. And I put this right here. Metaverse bull here. We're almost there, right? We continue to bleed lower and we're almost at the major support. And it's again, patience. Every little pump I want to get in. You know what I mean? But I know based off the cycle, what do we know about the cycle, right? And we always want to say this is not true. But it is, guys. Bitcoin solo rallies first. Altcoins still struggle in the meantime. That's what we've seen the last few weeks. Have altcoins moved up despite the fact Bitcoin's moved up? No, right? That's facts. That ain't feelings. Altcoins are still going lower with Bitcoin going higher. It's facts. We're almost there, though. Right? I think we're almost there. And I said this. I think ETH finds a bottom in Q4 because we've looked at the chart. ETH always bottoms in Q4. Okay? We don't know if it's going to be October, November, December, but we know that it always bottoms in the 2 years prior to the halving in both cycles. So 4 times it bottoms in Q4 and it starts moving up in January. Right? So I'm expecting, I think most alts will find a bottom in Q4. And then I think most of them will start an uptrend in January. Not moon, but start an uptrend. Based off previous cycles. But, we shall see. We shall see, man. We're almost there, though. We're almost there. The 8 people that play mana daily would disagree. The 8 people. Listen, man, in the bull market, there will be 50 people playing mana. Okay? There's 8 now. There will be 50 in the bull market, man. There will be 50 people playing it, bro. One of them will be my son. Daddy, you want to play mana? You want to play Decentraland with me? You don't? Okay, I'll ask Grandpa. Grandpa, you want to play Decentraland? Grandpa, Decentraland?
No! I don't want to play freaking Decentraland. That game blows. Why do you think no one's been playing it for the last year? Numbnuts. All right? No one's playing that shit. There's no volume in mana. Get over it, grandson. Buy Bitcoin, all right? Buy stocks, and stop buying freaking Decentraland. Stop playing it too. Just play Roblox. Christ, man.
All right, we ain't gonna go with it. Anyways, Bitcoin 28,722. The meme symmetrical triangle support has held, and once again, I'm expecting this thing to continue to grind higher, guys. I once again, could we get? And I always want to say this, guys. Like, if Bitcoin pulls back to 28K, that doesn't change my mind. Okay. As long as we're above 28K, and specifically the 200-day moving average on a close, nothing really is going to change my mind, right? So if we move up to 29K tonight, and then we dump to 20K tomorrow, that's fine, right? We're just consolidating, I'm not saying we're going to necessarily pump today, but I think over the course of the next few months, we're going to see Bitcoin price continue to rise. That's my take. I feel like Grandpa would play Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2. I like Black Ops 2. That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. Let's see. Anyways, what else can we look at, fellas? Anyways, we talked a little bit about sand. Kennedy want to look at AT&T. Why? I don't know. But we're going to look at AT&T real quick. No, I think I got a pump on earnings today. AT&T. Not that anyone cares about this, but Kennedy wanted to look at it real quick. Let's look at AT&T. Let's see. How much of a pump did this thing get today? Come on, lower, man. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, this thing got a pretty nice pump from the lows. Is this thing at a... Oh, man. Wait, why did I have this box here? Oh! Wouldn't you know? We already had that box there for some reason. I must have looked at this a long time ago or something. Look, we bounced right off support. I had this box there from a long time ago. Look at that. Yeah, you got a low here in 1994. Actually, AT&T. I had this box here for some reason. Maybe Kennedy, maybe you're reminding me to buy AT&T here. Maybe you're reminding me to buy this. Yeah, I mean, this is where it started going parabolic in 1994. This is where it started going up in 2003. And we've made our way back down there now. And what do you know? We have earnings right when you're at support. Yeah, it's like the shit's pre-programmed into the universe. But yeah, you get really good earnings into at support. It's crazy, man. But yeah, you're right at support, man. I must have been looking at this at some point. That's crazy, man. The universe is pre-programmed. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you're bullish on AT&T, if you're gonna buy it, this is the place to buy it. If it goes lower than this, you're going to Goblin Town. So, if you're bullish on AT&T, this is where you pick some up, right here. That's where you pick some up, and you just play the damn range. If you're bullish on AT&T, once again, if you ain't bullish on AT&T, I wouldn't be buying AT&T. But just play the damn range. You're up, down, up, down. There we go. Do Wendy O. We're not gonna do Wendy O. We're not gonna do Wendy O, man. Oh, a couple weeks ago we looked at it. Nice, man. We looked at it a couple weeks ago. Nice, man. Thank you, Rod. Who we got in here? Oh my God, Clint. Clint, you love me, man. Clint, there'll be a day where you stack the corn in 2022 and 2023, okay? And you will love me, okay? You already do. You just say you don't, you know? But you know, Clint, you know, I think everyone kind of forgets, you know, we talked about the honey badger yesterday. Everyone kind of forgets that there's this point in the cycle where a time comes where it seems like Bitcoin shouldn't move up. It seems like it, right? You got stocks going down, you got gold moving up, which means people are frightened, but then you got Bitcoin still moving up. Right? And we talked about the honey badger. We haven't seen the honey badger in a long time. But the price action right now just reminds me of the honey badger from 2019. Right? In the fact that Bitcoin gets twopped up despite the fact of, you know, basically stock market not performing too well. But, you know, it's a slow grind, man. And I think a lot of people, and like I said, a lot of people on Monday shat their pants. Anyone in the chat man enough to say on Monday that they shat their pants on Monday? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to buy more Bitcoin before the halving, right? I want to buy more Bitcoin before the halving. Even though I got my spot Bitcoin, I want to buy more. I even shat my pants a little bit. You know, I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that to happen right there. You know, so I couldn't imagine how the sideliners feel. Like someone who's all not in the market felt on Monday, right? Thinking that the ETF got passed and seeing Bitcoin blast at 30K. Like I said, I know it was fake, which is actually a good thing, I think. I think the fact that that happened on Monday was a good thing. That was a good thing. Because it made people shit their freaking pants, you know? And I do not think people are going to make that mistake again. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it, bro. I don't see why, right? Like if you're taking profits at 29, 30K, I get it, right? You're taking profits at resistance. I don't see why Bitcoin starts moving down at 28K again, why you would sell right there, right? I just don't see it. And I could totally be wrong. And I'll put my balls in the line just saying that I think Bitcoin's going to continue up here. But, you know, time will tell. Time will tell, my friends. Time will tell. Let's see. See here said we're going into a major recession, one of the worst people have ever witnessed. I think it's going to come at some point, but that's what everyone's said all year. You know what I mean? Like, do I think we're going to have something break at some point? Yes, we're going to have something break at some point. But that's what everyone has said the entire freaking year. What would be max pain is everyone's scared of that happening, right? You get a bull market before that happens, and then everyone turns bullish, and then you get the big recession everyone's talking about once everyone turns super bullish, right? It's like the and I've said this, like, don't be too bearish yet. There's a time to be uber bearish. When there's too many people calling for a damn doesn't mean a recession won't come, but there's too many people calling for like this Great Depression 2008 2000 type crash. You know, usually those things happen when no one expects it. Everyone damn talking about that. You know what I mean? Like in 2008, there's a reason why they called it the Big Short, because everyone was euphoric in the markets. Everyone was euphoric with real estate, was euphoric with the stock market. Everyone was euphoric when 2008 happened. People ain't euphoric right now. That's the difference. Does it mean it can't happen? No, of course not. But no one's euphoric right now. You know, in 2000 when you had the tech bubble, dude, people were euphoric as shit because every tech stock was going to the moon. You don't got that shit happening right now. People aren't euphoric right now. Shit. If anything, it's the opposite. You know? Eventually we'll get shit on. And I've talked about the doomer scenario. The doomer, I will be doomer Jordan in about 2-3 years. I'll be savvy in 2-3 years. Because I just don't think it's time yet to be uber bearish. You can be bearish, thinking things will go lower, right? But I don't think calling for new lows in the stock market and calling for Bitcoin to go to new lows, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. You know. What's going on, Jackson? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. I'm 70% bearish currently, but in November I'll go all in on shorts. Nice, man. Hope you catch a nice little move, man. And I've said this, man. It's I think there's two ways that people are offsides, and this is going to help Bitcoin. I think there's a lot of people in cash, and I think there's a lot of people in altcoins. And I think both of those things will help Bitcoin go higher. We don't even need new money to come into crypto for Bitcoin to go higher, right? And it doesn't make sense. It does make sense, but it doesn't make sense to most people because they're so used to every time Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up too. But there's always a time in the market, and a lot of people weren't in the market in 2020. They don't remember in 2020 when Bitcoin was mooning and alts weren't doing anything. A lot of people don't remember that time because a lot of people got in 2021 where everything just mooned. No. Bitcoin went from like 10K to 20K and alts did almost nothing during that time. And I think we're starting that phase right now, up into the halving, right? But it is what it is. We got to wait it out. I'm going on a little bit of a tangent right now. And you know what I want to do? I don't want to go on a tangent right now. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to pump it up. We're going to play the pump song at Resistance. Let's play the pump song at Resistance. Let's go, man. We're gonna play that resistance. Go short, fellas. You gotta get pumped to the song. There's no way you can't get pumped to the song. Clint's out of here. You're not leaving, Clint. I know you're not. I know you're dancing over there. All right. We'll take a break. We'll wait till it actually pumps. I wanted to do it so bad. I wanted to do it so bad. I did. Mom, I'll turn it down a little bit.
Mom, hold on. Mom, I'm getting pumped on stream. No, come on. Just let me listen to... We're finally pumping after 2 years. Like Christ, can I just listen to the damn stream? Oh my God. Fine, I'll put it on mute and just watch him dance. Okay? Oh, Christ, man, we're finally getting a pump. And I can't even freaking listen. I gotta get out of this freaking basement, man. Christ, man. It smells like meatloaf and depression. And shib.
Alright. Whatever a shib smells like. What does a shib smell like? What does a shiver smell like? It probably smells like shit. Alright, smells like shit. Guys, the meme symmetrical triangle resistance is working now. So the meme symmetrical triangle, it's not even like a straight line. We just like gotta, I guess we'll do the close. Let's do the close. Boom, there we go. The meme symmetrical triangle resistance is working. So we had the meme support and then the meme resistance. It smells like meatloaf and depression. It does. It does. My girlfriend thinks you're crazy. I am a little bit crazy. I am. Guys, you should see me when I get pumped on myself. Like, Maya's laughing. You should see me when I get pumped on. You think I'm weird on here. Oh my God. No. I am weird as shit. I start going like... I get freaking pumped, man. I swear I have something wrong with me. Yeah. And I like start rubbing my balls and shit. It's so weird, man. Yeah. Okay. We got resistance on the beams, symmetrical triangle resistance. I had to play. We got to pump it up though, even though I knew we were at resistance. Anyways, we should know that we're not going to get the pump on the stream. I mean, we know how this works. It's going to be after. How honky dicked is the Bitcoin dominance? Oh, we didn't even look at Bitcoin dominance today. You know why I don't really like talking about Bitcoin dominance? Because once again, it goes back to the whole I don't like shitting on altcoins. You know, it's not fun to do, even though, I mean, it's valid, but it's not. It basically makes people not like me when I do that. So I'm trying to avoid shitting on the altcoins. I will do it in a nice manner. How about that? I will do it in a nice way. You know, as nice as way I can do it. Anyways, Bitcoin dominance. We are currently right at 52.2%, guys. And this is where it could get interesting. This is where there's two things that could happen. Okay. And once again, neither of them are good for the altcoins. Well, actually, one of them is actually good for the altcoins. Right? If this Bitcoin dominance, it's kind of like, it is the Bitcoin dominance. If this breaks, if this 52.2 level breaks, you guys can see historically, we've gotten moves up, moves down, right? Moves down, moves up. We don't really have any price action in the between 52 and 57%. So in my opinion, if this starts breaking up and really closing up here, we could see, I think, an instant move up to the 57% dominance level. And that could be two things. That could either mean Bitcoin gets a massive pump and alts don't pump as much. Okay? I think it's going to be a mix. I mean, or it could mean that Bitcoin dumps and alts just get absolutely decimated. I actually don't think it's going to be option number two. I think it's going to be a mixture of both. I think we're going to have kind of like what we've seen is Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up a little bit. Bitcoin pulls back, altcoins get trounced on the pullback. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up a little bit, altcoin gets trounced on the pullback. And this is where it gets very, very interesting here, right? And it's telling. I think it's very, very telling. And this, when you get up here, this is probably when you just have euphoria on the dominance. And this is when I think you're going to see Ethereum hit a low. And consequentially, when Ethereum hits a low, you usually see the rest of the altcoins hit a low, right? And this is probably when you want to start looking at the altcoins, is when dominance gets to 57%. Whether that's Bitcoin going up and altcoins chilling, or Bitcoin going down and altcoins going down more, right? I think that's coming. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe we don't get above 52%. That would probably be bad. I would assume that would be a bad thing. Because if we don't get above 52 dominance, that means Bitcoin's going to dump, alts are going to dump, and everyone's just putting money into stable coins. It's pretty much what that's going to mean, that's not good for Bitcoin or altcoins. So we'll see. But I don't want to talk about Bitcoin dominance too much. It's not fun to talk about Bitcoin dominance. You just sound like a dick when you talk about Bitcoin dominance. You do. You sound like a freaking dick. You do. But, it is what it is. Long-term Bitcoin hasn't moved because it was all spent on Silk Road. You think so? Shit, man. Anyways, man, I think, the news is bad, right? The news, but it's been like this all year. If you think about this whole year, has there really been anything positive this whole year? And I like to bring that up sometimes, guys, is there's always something to be scared of, right? There is always something in the market that's going to scare you. Think about this whole year, guys. I mean, it's been thing after thing after thing after thing. I mean, it's really been like that the last two, since FTX crash. There's been so many bad things that have happened, but yet Bitcoin's up 80% in the year. Stocks are 10% away from all-time highs, right? There's always something to worry about. It's always something new, but it seems that, once again, the bad news marks lows almost every single time. And when bad news marks lows, you usually go higher. So just remember that. I think there's a lot of bad things in the world, but it's distracting. It's distracting people from looking at how the markets are actually moving, right? Bitcoin's moving up. Stocks are moving up in general, right? General uptrend over the course of the year. It's like distracting you, thinking everything's bad, but it's like, it's really not, And I think the altcoins are distracting people from Bitcoin too. I think people look at crypto and they see the altcoins down and they say, shit, man, crypto looks like shit. But in reality, Bitcoin ain't really doing that bad. If anything, Bitcoin's actually one of the best performing assets this year overall, right? Which is funny. But that's kind of like what it is, man. Let's see. Anti-fragility. Yeah, dude, this is a great time to be alive, man. Listen, guys, we're on the last stretch of this shit, right? Time-wise. Price, we have no idea. But time-wise, if you believe in the 4-year cycle, who in here believes in the 4-year cycle? Put your hand up if you believe in the 4-year cycle. Right? And you don't have to believe it's because the halving. You can believe it's because the presidential elections. You can believe it's based off anything, right? You can make a case for either one. It's based on presidential election cycles or the halving. You pick. But based off everything that's coming up next year, which is a presidential election year, right? A presidential election year, right? The Bitcoin halving, ETFs, right? The damn CEO of the most powerful damn company in the damn world saying Bitcoin is a flight to safety. Come on, man. There's a lot of things to be excited about. And I'm not trying to be George. I'm trying to actually there's a lot of things to be super excited about that are coming. You just got to make sure you position yourself in the correct way, right? There's a lot of exciting things coming, man. and you know, we could talk about the macro, and I agree the macro is not great, but you know, markets can go up despite the macro not being great, and a lot of people forget about that. But anyways, yeah, I think there's a lot of things to be excited about, man. We still got some time. There's a lot of things can happen in the next 6 months. We could go way lower in the next 6 months. We don't know, but time wise, we got this shit, man. And I think we've gotten through the hard part. This is if you believe in the 4-year cycle, which I do. I completely believe in the 4-year cycle. I was here last cycle where everyone's saying it wasn't going to play out. It wasn't going to play out, especially after COVID. You guys, a lot of you guys were here. After COVID, people were writing off the 4-year cycle, saying it's not going to play out. There's no way. We got a pandemic. How is shit going to go to the upside? People are locked in their house. How are they going to be spending money? The economy is going to go to shit. And we had the biggest bull market in history. You know what I mean? People don't know anything. So it seems like shit right now, right? But things can change very, very, very fast. In COVID, we went from absolute panic to euphoria in the span of 1 freaking year, right? So don't get blinded by news, because a lot of times news is there to shake you out. Be sort of, you got to trust your gut, right? And I've been there at the end of 2019, 2020 cycle when just a lot of people were writing off the 4-year cycle, saying it wasn't going to play out. It's not a real thing. And all those people got destroyed, right? Don't be that guy, right? If you believe in the 4-year cycle, trust your gut. Trust your damn gut. And I'm going to go with it's going to play out again. That's what I'm going to do. And if I'm wrong, listen. You as an investor, you're going to be wrong sometimes. As a trader, you're going to be wrong sometimes. If you're wrong, you're wrong, right? Have an invalidation point. And if you're wrong, you take it in the gut. But I got to go based off history. And I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Once Buffett and Munger die, BTC will be legit. You think so? I don't know, man. But no, Bitcoin's bearish, man. This, the CEO of BlackRock is calling Bitcoin basically the future of finance. But it's bearish. It's bearish. Super bearish, man. Super bearish. The judge said it's different. This time I'm here. That's so true. You're like, this time I'm in the market, so it's not going to play out. It's so true. Anyways, guys, I got something I got to admit to you guys today, right? And it's nothing serious. I Jordan, when prediction videos on altcoins? Not yet. Yeah, I actually will be when I am very confident in, because I did a few of them earlier this year, right? We had some nice calls. I made a Litecoin video before Litecoin had its move up, XRP video before XRP had its big pump. I think I made a Chainlink video before it got a pump back up to the top of the range. I'm just not very confident in altcoins right now. When I'm super confident in the altcoin market, I'm making the altcoin not really prediction videos, but basically me explaining why I think that's the low. I don't think we're there yet though. I think we still got some time. But I'm pumped to make those. That's probably not going to be till next year, most likely. Which, next year sounds like a long time, but it's already almost November. Like November's in 10 days. That's not that long. Anyways, guys, I got something to tell you guys. I have to take a massive poop right now. And I'm going to be honest with you. My stomach is rumbling really bad. It's basically a turtle right now. I got to go. All right, but thank you. Thanks you guys for listening to me ramble today. You guys are the best. A lot of you guys sent super chats and stuff, which is freaking awesome. And, once again, keep the eye on the prize. Trust your gut, right? If your gut's bearish, well, do what you got to do. But I trust history, and history has played out every single time so far. I'm going to trust it this time. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Later.
No?
Yes, I will be back here at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
7.
Yes. Later. Peace. Oh my God, it's coming up.
7.
I didn't read it.